At Iowa State, organizers started a campaign to try to stop reductions in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Earlier this year, leaders announced a plan to reimagine the college.
Yeah, WHL 13's Roger Riley has been in Ames checking in on this. Roger, the cornerstones of Iowa State University laid in 1858, and now the history department, their future is on some shaky ground.
Yeah, well, at least the history, part of the history department at least, Iowa State College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, facing a budget deficit of over $11 million at the start of this year. One part of the plan is to reduce some of the staff at the history department.
One of the reasons the department is valuable, of course, is that a lot of its faculty, a lot of its graduate students are interested in the history of the Midwest and the history of Iowa, which are typically overlooked by bigger programs, by more elite programs. That's one of the values of a land-grant university, is that it provides a safe and secure space for people to take the history of a possibly overlooked place.
That's Michael Belding. He's from Story City. He's a PhD candidate in the ISU History Department, and he's kind of been organizing a drive to try to stop that change. He says there will be some loss of graduate students who help preserve Iowa's ag history. He also says he wants to contest the numbers presented to the regions, as the cuts are unnecessary. I asked him why he's on this campaign.
Because it's important. History is important, and we could say a lot about that, of course, but also the details of this particular program and this particular proposal are important. Iowa has a history, and we might like to think sometimes that it doesn't, or we might like to mask that in order to give the sense of traditionalism, but we need to know that things are different in Iowa in 2022.
And now a statement that was issued by the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences said since the enrollment started to decline at Iowa State University beginning in 2016-17, we have worked to cut costs across the college. This approach has mitigated our challenges, but was not sufficient to resolve them. The time has come for a comprehensive approach to secure the college future. Over the last few months, I've been working closely with the Office of the Provost and a multi-year approach to right-size the college. That's Beata Schmidtman. She's the dean of the college. And basically what they're trying to do is right-size, trying to make some adjustments so that they'll meet the needs for the future. But at the same time, they are kind of motivated by this budget situation. But still, he's trying to do what he can with this petition. He doesn't know whether it's going to change anything, but he at least wants people to be aware of the importance of the history and the history department.
Yeah, it's important to hear their voice, Roger. Thank you for sharing that with us.